spring break, spring cleaning. Okay, it is spring cleaning week, starts now. It's 2 weeks actually. Spring cleaning everything, including this room. It's absurd. Gotta be taken care of. What? Today, we are going to be doing a Shop My Stash, a new one. It's been like a month because the last one that I did was the Valentine's Day one, and then I skipped the one at the end of the month because I was on hiatus. So I did keep most of the makeup the same. I'm wearing a variety of it on my face today. But there were a couple of things that I switched out. Y'all know how I get about palettes, swapped out the palettes. A couple things didn't work, so we swapped those out. So we're gonna run through the makeup that I've been using for the last month. Oh no. And then we're going to go through my collection and pick out new makeup. The theme for the new makeup is undetermined. So yeah, let's go through this stuff, I suppose. I'm gonna start with the brows and lids because this is the order in which I do my makeup. And I switched containers again because I can't make up my mind to save my life. Everything is a jumbled mess right now. I have all of like these spring cleaning plans in my head, right? That I'm just like trying to figure out because I'm changing a couple things around because like some of the storage that we have for like the kids stuff isn't working. And then like just everything's a mess. Like this room is a whole disaster. Okay, anyways. So for brows, I was using the Too Faced Pomade and a Pencil Brow Shaper and Filler in Espresso. I do like this. I don't know how much is left, but this one, I had tried out that other Too Faced. When they released this one, they had released another one, and it was like not my shade, but I also didn't like the pencil, and I literally used it up in a Shop My Stash round, like a regular one. That one was not good. This one I like much better. And I think the heart is so cute, but I really like this spoolie. I don't know why. I really enjoy it though. I don't normally like these slanted brow pencils, but this one, I really did like this one. This is a good one. And then I had pulled out the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Pencil. It's an eyeshadow primer and color corrector in base 1. I was using it to kind of soft carve my brows, and I love this. It's so easy because you can literally just draw your shape. Amazing. I did not use this as an eye primer or a color corrector, so I cannot speak for it on that terms, but super convenient. I had started the round with the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Creamy Eyeshadow Stick in On Cloud 9, okay? I didn't realize this when I purchased it, but this is like a sheer shimmer. So I do think it has its place in a makeup collection, but not as an eye primer. I was trying to use this like a shadow stick eye primer. This is, and it's so funny because I store shadow sticks, depending on what shade they are, with my eye primers or with my fun makeup. This, I am moving to the fun makeup. I feel like this would be so pretty with like a blue, like a light blue eyeshadow look, but not as an eye primer. It didn't do anything there. So if you are a person that uses shadow sticks as eye primers, this one is not going to be the way to go. You're going to want to skip that one. So I ended up bringing in the NYX just jumbo eye pencil in Milk. I don't like this as much as I remember liking it. I mean, like, it's fine, but I remember liking it a lot more. Maybe it's because of the shadows that I was using, right? Because normally with an opaque white, you'd use shadows that you really want to pop. Maybe that was part of my issue, but nah, didn't love it. Okay, eyeshadow palettes. So basically I've realized that essentially what I do during Shop My Stash, because I always pull out 2 palettes, is I basically do a palette a week. That's kind of the vibe I had going into this. I started with the ColourPop Blush Crush. I only use this a couple times, but it is such a pretty palette. Like, it's so cute. The shades are nice, it blends nicely. No complaints for me here. I had also pulled in the ABH Norvina Volume 4. This was a brand new palette to me because I ended up buying 4 and 5, I think, during Black Friday. You guys, everyone who recommended this palette to me, you were so right. It is so good. I think it's so beautiful. I love some of the eyeshadow looks that I made. I don't even know how it started, but I'm basically just doing eyeshadow looks on TikTok every day. It is a couple days behind, but you get the gist. And I loved some of the looks that I made with this. Amazing. And I feel like, I'm so weird about my eyeshadow looks on TikTok because I feel like they always look like shit because the video quality isn't the greatest. And for whatever reason, no matter how blended they are, they never look blended. And I don't know, I'm really self-conscious about it. But it is there if you'd like to see it. And I am well aware that my eyeshadow style is not like for everyone, right? And that's one of the reasons that I'm such a big believer in like makeup is for fun, and there really are no rules. I love how my eyeshadow looks, and it always looks really nice in person. Like in person, I end up getting a lot of compliments and everything. That doesn't always come across the greatest on camera, especially not on TikTok where the upload quality isn't that great to begin with. But I feel like everyone, including myself, has like bad eyeshadow days. But for the most part, I like the way that I do eyeshadow. You know, I don't know why I'm so conscious. I don't know. Okay, I'm shutting up now. Where was I going with that? I don't know. It's over there if you want to see it. I love the looks I made with this though. This is such a pretty palette. Totally, totally worth it. Great recommendation. When I realized that I was going to skip the Last Shot My Stash, I brought in 2 new palettes. Both of these are from the new makeup drawer, which by the way, isn't looking good. I brought in the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions. Oh my goodness. Again, it's on TikTok. I love this. It is semi-difficult to work with, and it has a ton of fallout, but seriously, this creates some gorgeous looks, and I love it. Oh, I love it. I ended up using Mary Jane too. Where has Mary Jane gone? I don't know, but I really liked that one as well. And then Anastasia Beverly Hills Primrose. This is funny to me because I remember doing a purchaser pass. I'm pretty sure. If not, I was doing a purchaser pass in my head, and I saw this palette when it first came out, and I remember saying no. It wasn't my style. The shades were a little too dark. I didn't think these blushes would work for me. And then I ended up getting sucked in on Black Friday and purchasing it. I wish so badly that I had listened to myself when I had said no. And here's the thing, pretty palette. I think we can all agree on that, okay? I looked up reviews for this, and it gets really good reviews. So it seems to be a pretty loved palette. Did not work for me. I'm wearing it today, and I just feel like, and again, my eyeshadow looks are on TikTok. These are probably some of the worst that I've done. I feel like every look I've done with this, I haven't liked. And it doesn't matter how easy it is or how difficult it is. It never looks quite right. I find the mattes to be super patchy, and the first look I did with this, which is on TikTok, you can see as I was finishing up the look, I had used Deep Berry on the lid, and it was completely faded, and it looked like shit. And I just don't like that. The shimmers are super, super fallout everywhere, which normally doesn't bother me. I feel like no matter what I do, I can't get this palette to work. The blush shades, not for me at all. And I feel like the shades are, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just not something that flatters me a whole lot, which sounds weird because I have so many palettes that look like this, but it's those slight undertone shifts that really make the difference in my opinion. And this, I think this look, take my glasses off so you can see it, I think this look is one of my favorites that I've done from this palette, and I still don't like it very much. And again, my eyeshadow style could be very different than yours. There's no right way to do makeup. I kind of just do what I think looks nice, and I know a lot of people don't agree that that looks nice, and that's cool. That's cool. But I like the way I do my eyeshadow, and I didn't like any of these looks at all. And so I tried this look today, thinking that if I ended up liking it, I would give this palette a second chance. And I like everything except for the top half, because again, it just blends into a mess. And I've tried different brushes, I've tried wetting brushes, I've tried various sizes, and I can't get it to work. I've tried a variety of shades in the palette. I think I've used every single shade in this palette, including the blushes, for something. And I don't like any of it. So unfortunately, I think I'm gonna pass this palette along to someone else, to a friend, to see if they like it a little bit more. Like I said, it seems to be a universally liked palette. I could have gotten like a dud, maybe, I don't know, but it's not for me, unfortunately. All right, let's talk about some face products really quick. The primer I was using was the Touch in Sol Pretty Filter Icy Sherbet Primer. I actually really liked this. And you don't need very much of it, which is good to know. But I did really enjoy this, and I've had this for a while, and I definitely think I want to start using it a lot more because it was fun to use. It's very like cooling feeling, which is great. I really want to try this in the summertime, but I liked this. So I started this round out with that Smashbox foundation from the new drawer. I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit more critical about products, because before I would use just about anything, and now that I'm getting older and I'm trying not to keep things around in my collection that I don't like, I'm becoming a lot more critical about products. So if you don't like that, I apologize, but if you do, welcome to the right place. And I've got, I mean, you guys, I'm doing a speed reviews video coming up. I've got a favorites and fails coming up that is like 90% fails. And there have just been a lot of products that I've tried recently that I've been like, you know, I really don't like this. And before, in my youth, I would have just used it because who cared? And I care. So the Smashbox one, again, I tried it out on TikTok, and it is, oh, it was awful. The shade was totally not my shade, and I don't know why, because it said that it was like a hydrating, I don't remember exactly what it said, but I ended up looking it up. And my experience with it was the exact opposite of how Smashbox described it. It was dry, it was flaky, it was cakey, it would not blend out, it would just adhere to wherever you put it. I hated it. I ended up bringing in, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation from the new drawer, because I had purchased that at some point in the past, and then I decluttered it because of the pump. And I was like, well, let's try it again. Guess what? The pump still sucks. But the foundation is better. It's a little too yellow. Anyways, Panning Punk brought me to this. This is the Uoma Say What Weightless Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation in Fair Lady. This is what I've been using, and because this is in Panning Punk, I will be taking this into my next Shop My Stash round too, because I have to use this until my next Panning Punk update. Exclusively, I love this foundation though. This one is a winner. I think this is so skin-like, and it is weightless. This is so lightweight and like airy on your skin. Oh my goodness, this is great. I've had this for so long, and I've used it before, and it's just right over my head. So I feel like now that I'm paying a lot more attention and starting to be more critical of products, this doesn't get by my radar anymore. Right, for concealer, I had ended up picking out two. The first one was the NYX Bare With Me Concealer Serum. This one is in the shade Light. Yes. I like this concealer. It has gone viral. My only issue is I don't like the pump, because I'm just not okay, this is really a stuck in my ways thing, because I don't like the pump simply because I'm not used to applying concealer with a pump. But I mean, I can get over that. The concealer itself is really great. Beautiful. This is what I'm wearing as a concealer today. It's super lightweight and it blends effortlessly, and it makes your skin look really nice. So I do enjoy that. I had also brought in the Too Faced, this is the Matte Instant Coverage Concealer in Peach Concealer. I will be honest with you, I think that this is too thick to use as like a traditional concealer, right? I personally prefer to use concealers like this under my brows, or like if I'm doing a cut crease, because this is super easy to do a cut crease with, because you can just dip your brush right in here. And that's how I prefer to use it. It is great for that. Stupendous. It's stupendous. It's a really great concealer, and I do like it for that. I also just found my Mary Jane palette, which I was also using, which is also great, from Melt Cosmetics, if you're not aware. Okay, for cream contour, I was using the Fenty Beauty Match Sticks Matte Skin Stick in Amber. I do like this. It is incredibly light though. I don't know much about the shade range that these come in, but if you plan on getting this for a cream contour, you have to be super duper light skin toned. It is gorgeous, but it's it blends very nicely, and it's almost like it's such a subtle difference. And I do like it. It's not the kind of cream contour that I usually use, but it is very nice. It's got like kind of that gray undertone, so much so that it almost looks like a purple undertone, if that makes sense. It's very pretty. For cream blush, still using my Nude Sticks Nudies Matte. Progress report, we have this much left. We are making progress. It is slow goings, couple nicks in there, but we are making progress. This is also going into the next round. And then for cream highlight, I'm using the Huda Beauty Nymph Glaze Skin Glowing Perfector. I do like this. It's very pretty, okay? I will say though, if I was going to recommend a cream or liquid highlight, it would not be this one. It's much more of like a drier formula that I'm used to, and this sets so quickly that if you don't get in there immediately and start blending it out, it's not gonna blend. And I mean, like, I can only do one cheekbone at a time. That's how quick it sets. So I do like this. I think it's really pretty, but I do find it to be a little bit more difficult to work with, to the point where this would not be something that I would like go out of my way to recommend. If this is something that interests you, definitely worth looking at. But I do think that there are easier to work with ones out there that might even be a little bit prettier. For powders, I had brought in the Glossier Wowder for my loose powder. I love this. It's so lightweight. I used this under my eyes, and I'm not baking. I'm literally just brushing it under my eyes into my T-zone. The finish. I loved this set of face products like all together. I think they worked really well together. Gorgeous. For pressed powder, I had brought in the Too Faced Primed and Poreless powder. I ended up hitting pan on this. It has been quite a while since I've hit pan on something, so it's really exciting. And I've managed to make it a pretty decent pan over the course of this round. But I like this powder. It's a translucent and it really does make your skin look nice. I enjoyed it. And I feel like I've used this before. I'm pretty sure this one was a repurchase. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. For face, other products, I had a face palette, the Wander Beauty Trip for Two Blush and Bronzer Duo. Okay, this bronzer, the Costa is amazing, but it is very, again, it's very, very light, right? So I love it, and I can use this on my skin tone as a contour. It's just a very subtle contour. I love it though. It's so gorgeous. And then this is the Bellini blush, which is also very pretty. It's a very nice, like, light pink shade, and I really like this palette. I had a an individual of this bronzer before, and I used it completely up, and then I kept the palette. It's, oh, I love it. And then the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow highlight. You guys already know. One of my favorite highlights. Every time I use this, I'm just like, that's so pretty. Because it's not like a bam, in your face, see me from space highlight. It is a little bit more subtle than that, but it is so just flawless. Oh my goodness. For the rest of eyes, I had originally brought in, well, let's talk about eyeliners first. The Too Faced Killer Liner. I really do like this liner. This is a really nice opaque black liner, and I like the formula of it. And then I used the Tint Haze Smoky Eye Pencil. I did only use this a couple of times, but I actually really enjoyed this one as well. And then for liquid liner, I had originally brought in, this is just packaging now. It's a stamp liner, okay? I think it's from like Jelly's Beauty, I think. And I got it in like a BoxyCharm or something. I didn't like this. Okay, the stamp is fine. Great. The stamp doesn't ever fill itself in, which I feel like a lot of the other stamp liners that I've used do, and so that's kind of weird. But I realized that I don't like these oversized like marker tips for liquid liner. I've been kind of moving away from the thick liner into more of a thinner line, and it's impossible to do with this. Also though, this is very skippy, it's very jumpy, it's not a very like dark black, and in order to get this line, I went over that like 8 times in order to get like that dark of a line. I didn't enjoy it. This one I'm going to well, honestly at this point probably just toss, because that's been too close to my eye area to pass it along. But that one is leaving the collection. And so I brought in the Jean Bleu liquid eyeliner. This one is, I mean, even so, a little thick, but it's better. I found, I ended up trying, see, and that's not very opaque either. This one might be drying up though, I don't know. I'm keeping this one for right now, but I'm unsure about how I feel about it, and I'm unsure if it's even still good. I ended up trying the Bite Beauty liquid liner, okay? And I really liked that. It's the Bite Beauty, the one that looks like the Upswing mascara. I have been loving that. And then I had also pulled in the Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow in a Rose Gold Retro. I did use this. I think I only used it once, but it's still going strong, and I love these, so I'm going to hang on to that one. And then, is that everything? Except for setting spray? The Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1. This is a good setting spray. I don't love the scent of it, but it does its job, so who am I to complain? I will tell you what though, this, I feel like I've done so much self-reflecting like during my hiatus, and you know, just about what I actually enjoy in makeup and what I like, because I feel like we're always so swayed by what everyone else is doing. And having, like, taking that step back and being like, I don't necessarily like that style of something though, right? Or I don't like that product even though it's a fan favorite, really has been helping me see things as I like them and not with that world filter of what everyone else likes. Does that make sense? And I really feel like it's helping me figure out the types of products that I actually enjoy. So we're gonna go through, pick out some new products today. I'm pretty excited about it, and let's jump in. Trying to figure out how to get around here without tripping over shit. As always, we're gonna start off with a face palette. I picked from the drawer last time. I'm going for shelf number 1 this time. Did I ever pick out a theme? Nope. I guess we're not gonna do a theme this time. So, you know what? We're just gonna do a close your eyes and pick one at random, maybe? No, you know what I wanna use? Oh my God. I was just thinking about this too. This is the Patrick Ta Major Headlines Blush Palette. I purchased this, have not gotten a chance to use it. This was before the new makeup drawer, so it literally just went on the shelf, and I want to use this. My nude sticks might have to take the back seat for a little bit. Okay, drawer number 1, we have primer. We have too much primer, and you know what? Okay, the theme is I'm just going to go through and pick out stuff that I want to use. Maybe stuff I haven't used in a while, maybe some newer stuff that's kind of slipped through the cracks. Maybe some old favorites, I don't know. This time, I think I'm going to do, I'm thinking, because I'm trying to figure out something that would work well with the foundation that I have. I'm gonna go with this one. I was gonna pick out a different one, but I think I'm gonna go with this one. This is the Smashbox Vitamin Glow Primer, and again, I don't know if I've ever used this, so I'm gonna pull this out for this round. I am skipping the foundation drawer because, like I said, the Uoma is coming into this round, but we need to pick out a few things from here. For cream bronzer, I think I'm gonna go with, I think I'm gonna go with this one. I really like this one. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Bronzer in Amber, and this is a really nice cream contour. I've used this, I feel like I just had this in a round not too long ago, and it's a good one. So I will be taking this one into the next round. Skipping cream blush because we don't need that. Cream highlight, I'm gonna go with this. This is the Tarte Tartiest Pro Glow Liquid Highlight. I've used a ton of this, and I've had this for quite a while now. So I'm going to pull this out, and hopefully we can get some, like, maybe we can use it up before it goes bad, because I feel like it's gonna start getting to that point soon. So I'm gonna pull this out for this round too. And then for concealer, I'm going to pull out the Uoma concealer because this goes along with the foundation that I'm using, so that's perfect. All right, for loose powder, I think, why is that like that? That bugs me. All the square ones should be in a row. Why do I do that? I'm gonna go with the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder. I like this. This is just, it's an Old Faithful, it's an old classic. I'm gonna go with this one. For pressed powder, like a mixture of matte and glowy stuff. So I'm trying to think about what would be a good combo for that, I guess. Oh my goodness, I have no idea. I'm gonna go with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. I'm debating between this one and this one, which is the IT by Pores Illumination and Radiant Translucent. But then I don't know. Or this one. Which one is this one? Okay. I'm going with this one. Made up my mind. This is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Airbrush Perfecting Powder. I do have a pan in here. Oops, I just nicked it too. But it's a very, very, very baby pan. But I love these powders. They're so good. Just like I love the CC creams, the powders are good as well. I'm going to put this back in here, and then should I take something out of here? Oh. I could do a contour. I can't do a blush. I think I'm going to skip this oversized drawer this week. We're going to pass this one along. Okay. All right, for regular bronzer contour, let's go deep in the back here. Ooh, the Milani Silky Matte Sunkissed. That is actually, I really like this as a contour, and I'm pretty sure it's considered a bronzing powder, but honestly, like, I use this as a contour, and I like this. I haven't used this in a while, so that'll be fun. I am skipping blush, obviously, because hello blush palette, so now I just need a highlight, and I feel like I want something that is pretty, not seen from space pretty. I'm gonna go Ofra. Yes, because I have not used Ofra. Oh, actually, I was gonna say Ofra because I was just talking about it in my Ulta video and I haven't used it in a while, but I also have not used these. Again, from the back of the drawer. This is the Flesh Highlight in Jump. So pretty, but it's like a nice kind of subtle pretty. Well, it doesn't look it there. There you go. See? Oh, okay. I'm gonna pull this one out. Okay, do not judge my new drawer mess. That's what it is. All right, it's just a mess. But I just bought the BH Paradise Set Mattifying Setting Spray from Marshall's for $5.99. And I'm going to go ahead and give this a try. So we're gonna use this as our setting spray. And this is trying out something new, which, as again, I have also been doing on TikTok, just in case you're curious. All right, so eye product drawer. I'm gonna put that back. I'm going to do okay. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Hang on just a second. So I'm going to do the Huda Beauty brow products together again. I liked this combo before. So it's the Huda Beauty BombBrows Full and Fluffy in black brown, and then the Huda Beauty BombBrows Microshade Brow Pencil in black brown as well. I do like these together. These are nice. And then for eye primer, I think I'm going to use this. I haven't used this one in a while. This is the Pretty Vulgar just eyeshadow primer. And it's been quite a while since I pulled this out. So we'll go ahead and grab that. For eyeliners, we just reach in and grab one, because otherwise we'd be here all day. Let's see. Oh, I have Fenty Beauty. This is the Fly Pencil Longwear eyeliner in Cause I'm Black. And then we have the Marc Jacobs Eyeliner Matte Gel Eye Crown in Blacquered Emerald, which is genuinely so dark it almost looks black on the eyes. And I like both of these, so that's awesome. Now I usually try to switch it up so I'm not using the same thing every time. So I'm going to try the Suva Beauty Hydra Liner in Grease. I have another one of these. It's like, well, let me grab the other one, because the other one's already been opened and in use. And I had a lot of issues with this last time. So we're gonna see how it goes this time. Hopefully it's better, but we'll have to see. Worst case scenario, I will bring in another liquid liner for sure. And then I am down to one mascara currently. If you guys watched my last Panning Punk update, I had spoken about that because, oh my gosh, all of the mascaras I've been using were terrible. So I am gonna pull another one out. I'm just gonna grab the Grande Mascara Lash Boosting Formula. I don't think I've tried this one. I may have tried a sample of it, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull an extra mascara out. So I'm not pulling anything out of the lash drawer, but you guys, I've been having the worst freaking luck with literally any lashes, and I don't know why, but it is driving me crazy. I'm not gonna pull anything out of the fun drawer this time either, because I actually have a pigment in the Panning Punk project pan that I want to focus on. So I will leave this for now. I might pull stuff out during the round. Oh, ironically, this time we're sitting down and I have a setting spray. And normally that's what I leave for last to pick out. But this time I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. If you saw my new makeup drawer disaster, you would have seen a lot of palettes, primarily from ColourPop, stacked up on top. That is not all of the new ColourPop palettes that I bought. In my defense though, they were having a really good sale, okay? So I bought, you know, a couple of 9pan palettes, a couple of the makeup palettes that I had been wanting, etc. I also got the new glowing lip line, which I haven't tried yet, but I'm excited about. Here's the thing. You know those 5pan palettes and the little quads that they do that I've never quite understood? They had some vaults of those on sale, and I was looking at them and I was like, you know what, I would actually like, I kind of kind of like some of these. And it would be nice to have a couple of these for quick makeup look days, you know. And if I want anything more, I can add like an eyeshadow topper or a glitter or something, and like that would be, I think, fun to do. Anyways, I ended up buying like 10 of the 5-pan little mini palettes, the ones that kind of resemble the Natasha Denona ones, and then 6 quads. Was it my best idea? Probably not, but I'm actually really excited about them. And I'm interested to see if I find myself really enjoying these, because it'll be interesting just to see. I'm normally like a mega palette person, and I do really love the mega palettes, but like I said, I'm curious, and it was a really good price, so I figured why not, let's do it. But yeah, so because these are quads and I normally get really burnt out with quads really quickly, I'm going to be taking all 6 of these into this round, and then I'll be able to use each one twice, and my favorites more than that. So there's Peach Please, Silver Spoon, Sorbet, Cream Soda, Hot Chocolate, and Plum and Get It. They are actually really pretty. So I'm really excited about that. We'll see how it goes. It literally could go either way, so cross your fingers for me. But I am taking all of these into the next round. If you are curious about eyeshadow palettes, I did have a plan. I'm not gonna forget the eyeshadow, okay. But I feel like I was talking about before, I've just been getting very frustrated with like eyeshadow lately. And the Primrose palette did not help at all. And I find myself comparing myself to like so many people online, even though I know that so many of those pictures are edited and stuff like that. And I feel like I just want to go back to the basics. Super easy, quad look, back to the basics, and just kind of reset myself, you know, and help myself kind of gain that clarity that I think that I need. So this is such a weird array of products, but I'm actually really excited about it all. There was kind of a reasoning behind everything, and some of it was just is pretty, you know, and I feel like I really like that mentality. So this is what I'll be using for the next 2 weeks. So let me know in the comments down below what makeup you guys are focusing on, or if you have any new favorites. Have you tried these quads? I know that they were like pretty popular when they first came out, but like I said, I'm not normally a quad person, and I feel like I normally end up getting rid of a lot of like smaller palettes like this. But like, how pretty is that? And so simple, you know, so I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that bigger subscribe button below me if you'd like to see more of me, and I will catch you guys next time. Have a great one. Goodbye.